What's up, everyone? And if you're here right now, you probably just saw that train wreck of a live stream that we just did. So I attempted tonight to do a live stream on the YouTube channel, a live Q&A, and it didn't work out too well. I don't know why. Everything on my end looked good, but YouTube just wasn't receiving the data very well. So it didn't work out too well. We ended up ending the live stream on the Facebook page, the DRN Facebook page. If you don't know, that's facebook.com/herpnews. So check that out. And I figured I felt so bad for that live stream not working out that I thought I would come here and just stick to my roots and just do what I do what I know, and answer some of the questions that have come up. Now, these obviously aren't going to be live questions, and I'm going to be looking down on my computer here because I have some notes taken. And these are common questions asked to me by you, the viewers and friends and stuff, over the last long time. So let's start with number one. Am I coming back? The answer to that is yes, I am coming back. That's really all I could say about that. Yes, I am coming back. So we'll move on to question number two. When am I coming back? Now, I could say right now, I could say tomorrow, next week, next month. I really don't know exactly when. I've really racked my brain trying to figure out the best way to do it and get it all figured out, and I've kind of failed. I haven't been able to figure it out. So it could be, I mean, right now it's Friday night when you guys are watching this, or at least when it's being recorded and uploaded. You can have a show as early as Monday, or it might take a little while to figure out. We're just going to have to wait and see. So question number three, where have I been? I've been doing a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff happened, a lot of stuff is happening, a lot of things took place, and I've just been doing stuff. There's really nothing worth really mentioning there. And there's another question here coming up very shortly that will get into that a little bit more. So let's just move on to the next thing. What have I been doing? I guess that kind of falls on what we actually just spoke about a minute ago. I've been doing a lot of stuff, actually. I've been doing a lot of gardening. I actually got a hair in my butt for some reason. I don't know why, but I went down and bought a bunch of gold mining stuff, and I was doing some gold mining on my property, and I found some gold on my property. That's pretty amazing if you ask me. I've only found like 25 cents worth. So I figure at this rate, in the next 8,000 years, I'll probably pay for one of the pieces of equipment I purchased. Other than that, a lot of you guys follow me on Facebook, and you already know a lot of these stories, what's been happening. Well, let's see, last December a tree fell on my truck. I purchased an SUV to replace it, and I got rid of my Challenger 2 months ago. A little over 2 months ago, I got rid of my Challenger, and I purchased a truck. It's a 2018 Dodge 1500, and yes, it's got a Hemi. So okay, let's move on to the next question. Why did I leave? There is so many ways I can I just don't know. There's so many directions that I could take this question, and there's also quite a few directions I don't want to take this question. Basically, I left because I saw the hobby, as well as myself, kind of hitting a wall and falling into a dark spot, and it was very depressing, and it was very stressful, and I wasn't sure how to handle it. So I decided the best way to handle it was to take a step aside and reflect, if you will. And that reflection lasted a little while. Hours turned into days, days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months, months turned into years, as they say. So yeah, I'm not going to, there were certain key aspects of what was going on and things that happened that were, I guess if I could use the analogy, the blow that broke the camel's back, that really caused me to want to step aside. I really don't want to get into those. I don't want to focus on that negativity. I don't want to give that negativity any power. As I explained to a friend shortly before live streaming today, the past is the past. I'm only looking ahead right now, and ahead of me is you looking at me. That's stupid. Anyway, what's in the future? I don't know. I really don't know what's in the future. I've thought about how all the different ways that I can bring the show back and what I should do, and part of me feels like the show needs a revamp. I need to just come at it in a different direction. But then another part of me realizes that the majority of the, and I'll tell you, I've got it right here. Let me bear with me for 1 second while I look up some data. 3,820 subscribers, 1.466 million views. The majority of those are because I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong here, let me know in those comments down below if I'm wrong, because if I'm wrong I want to know it. I mean, if there's anything you've learned from me now, I can debate. I can be criticized as much as I can criticize, so let me know if I'm wrong. But I'm assuming the majority of these 3,820 subscribers that I've earned through the years they ended up subscribing because they liked what they saw. They can come every day. We had our douchebag of the day, we had our intros, we had our outros, everything was the same. It was real, it was honest, it was to the point, they just liked it, you know. And so part of me really wants to just stick with how things were, almost to a T. So I'm really leaning that way. That's probably the direction we're going to go. And if I minimize this window, that is all that's really the most common questions that I'm asked, not necessarily in that order, but those are the most common questions. Anyway, like I said, the video stream was a total failure, so I apologize for that. I'm going to leave it up there to show you guys that I fail sometimes. We all fail sometimes, and I guess what measures us is how we get back on the horse once we fall off and try again. So that's all for today. Again, let me know what you guys think, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks a million, everyone.